'cause that's our birthright. Cornbread man's grilling, got the ribs on the pit. The chasers wheeling deals, never gonna quit. Marine standing tall like he owns the whole track. Biscuit boys eating biscuits, got gravy on his back. Dirt report coming at you loud and clear. Talking slide jobs, wrecks, and racing gear. From the high banks to the flip-flop falls, we interview the kings of these southern walls. Slide them sideways, kick up that dust cloud high. Dirt track heroes riding under neon sky. Midnight rider howling, Hot Wheels burning rubber. Desi calling the shots, ain't no other. Hot Wheels spinning donuts just to show his flair. Midnight rider sneaking past like he don't care. Desi's got the mic asking how'd you wreck so bad. They laugh and tell stories about the times they went mad.
All right, we are here, the Dirt Report, and we have special guest tonight. No, Dean, that's not you. Sir Chaser. We've got part of the crew here. We've got Desi and Dusty rolling around doing door dashing.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto South Main Avenue.
They might have to mute them some, but y'all keep the background sound down so we can hear our guests.
All right, we're good. We're good.
I got you. And he's starting a new show, folks, that'll be coming on Saturday night soon with him and Desi. Desi's the boss, and Dusty just says, yes, ma'am.
Got that right.
Got that right.
Rock on.
We've got Marine in the house. We've got Sir Chaser. I'm the Cornbread Man. And we have Wilson Racing in the house tonight. We thank you for being here. Introduce yourself and where you're from, and let's get started with your story. We're excited you're here tonight.
Yeah. I super appreciate the invite for sure. Nolan Wilson, Central Florida, out of Sanford, Florida. Been down here in Central Florida basically 90% of my life, so I'm definitely a Floridian at this point. But super appreciate you guys inviting me on, and I love the man. I want to get a title that a cut of that soundtrack you got at the beginning. That was good. I liked it.
Thank you. Yeah, that's one of the latest. I come up with a lot of stuff like that, and God just blesses me, and the groove on it it's just right. So
let me ask you a quick question. You probably haven't been asked this, but is that AI generated?
It is AI generated, but it's my ideas.
Yeah.
I use two different AIs to come up with that. I do one for the lyrics. I put in kind of what I want, what I'm kind of looking for, and then I'll adjust off of that. Then I make the music and put the lyrics in and merge it together. So, you know what? I think that AI, if it's used in the right way, is a good thing. Unfortunately, there's a lot of bad that goes on. It's like anything. And so when you have technology, it's like the computer or TV or anything. You can use it for the good or the bad, but it is AI.
No, that's cool.
I have no talent whatsoever. I don't even know how I can do this, but I'm just an idea guy. So I come up with all these ideas, and I've probably created more than 100 songs. And I put out sometimes I put up a bunch in a row out, and then other times I'll put just one or two. Cool. All the songs in our podcast are AI. No copyright. No copyright.
Yeah, so, that's right. No, it's good. Doesn't matter. It's good.
Yeah. So, if you ever need help with a song or anything, let me know. I'll help you out, man.
All right.
Ideas back and forth, man. We'll get something jamming for you, man. Whatever you like, man. I can do all genres. So.
Hey, Dave, I did like that too. That was cool how it was talking about me and Desi. That was pretty cool.
Well, a little later in that song, it says he's the boss. I just want you to know that.
Okay.
I'm always the boss.
I don't know if you heard the end of that song, but it says that Desi's the boss. Don't cross her y'all.
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah.
It's just for you.
I'm always the boss of you.
Everybody
And
has something in the song. So, all right. So, how'd you get started in all this racing things? You grow up a race fan, NASCAR, dirt track. How'd this get started for you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, when you grow up about 35 minutes south of Daytona International Speedway, you've got to be a race fan. So I live just about in a town called Sanford, basically smack dab in the middle of Orlando and Daytona. So I've been down here a long time. So grew up down here. Was been always a race fan. Going to Daytona as young as I think 7 years old. Went to high school with Greg Sachs's sons, and that kind of started going to the garage area. And when he was racing back in the early '90s, late '80s, and that's when I just started jumping into short track racing around here, Volusia, New Smyrna, and you pick the racetracks, and it just kind of started back in the early '90s. So I go back.
I like it. I love it.
So,
who was your NASCAR? Who did you like? Who did you root for when you was growing up?
Oh man, I mean Earnhardt. It was I was an Earnhardt guy,
Yeah.
Still am an Earnhardt guy, I mean the man in black, number 3. That was always my guy. Now, I've a lot of respect for obviously a bunch of race car drivers out there, but Tim Richmond, I would say, would be a definitely a second. Right in there. I hate ranking anybody, but I mean, my years of watching Earnhardt were a lot more than watching Richmond. So, both badasses, really.
Who do you like today, or do you still watch? A lot of people quit watching when Earnhardt passed.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have. I keep it pretty objective. I don't really have, I'd say, someone that I root for. Per se, I really don't. I watch the sport. I watch, and to be honest, I mean, this is a longer. Hold on, my screen just went weird there for a second. Oh, there we go.
We still got you.
All right, cool. No, the sport's definitely changed a ton. And to be honest, I watch all the series, and it doesn't matter it doesn't matter what kind of racing. I love watching it. But I think I'm more of a follower now of the truck series. That's probably, to me, it's, I'm sure a lot of people in the NASCAR office wouldn't like me saying it, but to me, that's some of the best racing out there right now. They've got the Cup Series where they wanted it, to where everybody's within a couple tenths, and that's what they wanted. That's what they've got, and it's still good racing. But I still love the truck racing resembles what NASCAR was, back in the day, in my opinion, and is still some of the best racing out there. So, and I'd say the ARCA series as well too. Obviously, I'm biased because I've been in the series here running partially the last couple of years, but that's like I said, enjoy it all. And anybody with a personality, which is hard to find in racing anymore, I'll definitely support them. So,
yeah, we want to get back to your story, but I want to say real quick. I don't know if Dean, if you heard this, or if Nolan, if you heard it, but Tony Stewart on his podcast, he ripped NASCAR this past week big time, and he ripped the Cup Series, and he said a lot of what you just said about the trucks and everything, and there were a couple other former drivers, that retired. And he really came after NASCAR about how they've the horsepower's lower. They're not, he said they've ruined it. I mean, he did not choose his words wisely. He came after them. Very hard language, and I was shocked to hear it. But Tony's always been one to speak his mind, and he did. If you haven't seen that, folks, go. It happened to pop up on my algorithm, I guess. But I was like, wow. I think I sent it to Paul. But if you get a chance, check that out, folks.
Send it to me while you're at it.
I will. It was shocking. I mean, he praised the truck series, but that was about it. It.
Well, and to your point, there's very few that have that personality that's not afraid to speak out. And you look back, let's say the mid 90s on back, you had a lot of those personalities that weren't afraid to say what they thought. And, and obviously it's not just the way that NASCAR has gone. It's kind of the way of the world's gone of what can be said and what is so-called appropriate.
Yeah.
In terms of, in a world of corporate sponsorship that makes the racing go round when things have been dumbed down to a level to where you really can't say anything. And so I can understand people, with those big contracts and with those chances of a lifetime at full time, regardless of what series you're in, to be a little bit afraid of losing it. So yeah, I see both sides of the coin, but it's one thing that's really hurt the sport. And I'm going to say that maybe what hurt some of the NASCAR series, but you can still find a lot of personalities in some awesome late model racing, dirt, asphalt, I don't care, USAC, you name it. So which is really cool.
Awesome. So tell us what you're racing now and kind of what the race scene is like where you're at, which is a warm weather climate. Probably get to do a little bit more around the year, I would guess, but I don't know for sure. Just give us a flavor of that, what it's like for you and how much you do race.
Well, we just to give you a quick preface. I mean, I grew up racing basically in the, let's say early mid 90s on, jumped in late models in the late 90s, jumped into the NASCAR Goodies Dash series in the early 2000s. So I'm sure you don't get too many people to talk about the Dash series. No. And then we rolled, I had some opportunities in terms of testing for some Cup teams back in the mid 2000s, and basically just kept a part-time late model schedule. And at that point, I kind of realized either the corporate backing was either going to happen, or we're going to get an opportunity to race full time, or it wasn't. And at that point, it wasn't. I've had conversations with Robert Yates, with several big names back in the past that we were really close to doing something. I mean, we had a deal with Earnhardt back in 2000 where we were going to start a new driving school to compete with Petty's. Okay. And my crew chief at the time and close friend from Australia, we made a deal with Earnhardt. It was already put together, and we were actually going to run. It was going to be a Dale Earnhardt driving school, and that was the exact.
How big would that have been? Dude.
Oh, it would have been huge. And the cool part about it was he was actually going to market it by putting it on his Busch team and racing, which I was going to get a chance to run that car in the Busch series. We were putting the whole deal together in 2001. We were going to sign the paperwork after the Daytona 500, and oh my God. I don't need to say any more after that. So, wow. So a little tidbit there, but a lot of people have a lot of stories of almost, and there's a couple of mine. But moral of the story, I raced a bunch. I just kind of raced part-time, built some businesses, and it wasn't up until about 2025 that I came back and jumped into the ARCA series and have been running a couple races a year, basically. Our goal was to run more, but again, goals and what actually happens, goes back to this hand and this hand, what's full. So yeah, our goal was to run some part-time in terms of the ARCA series and start mixing in some truck races. We thought we ran only 2 races last year in ARCA. We ran Daytona and Talladega. This year we went back to Daytona. That's another story. Didn't work out well. And since then, we haven't done a whole lot. So we're trying to put together some stuff to run a truck race or 2 here in the summer. And I actually own my Speedway car for ARCA. I bought it from Rev Racing, if you're familiar with the driver development ARCA team. That LeVar Scott drove it last in 25, and I bought it basically in September from those guys when they shut down, and I've been running under Kimmel Racing's wing. So
gotcha.
But that's kind of the quick gist. So yeah, there isn't a whole lot of action at this point in time to discuss of what's going on. We're just kind of trying to get some more Buck Rogers to get out there and try to run a couple of these short track truck races here in the summer. That's kind of the plan right now.
No, that's fine, and it gives us another flavor of kind of how it goes out there. And boy, my mind is racing a lot of questions. We'll get in as many as we have. I'm sure Dean's got some. Number one, we haven't really. Yeah, you're the first that's ran ARCA. So give our listeners a little about what's different about ARCA. And just, like somebody like me, I've never been a race car driver. What's different about it? What do you like about it? What appeals to you about the ARCA?
Well, ARCA's also gone through a change, evolution-wise. ARCA's always been throughout history a series that basically was our Cup cars. That's really what we use as Cup chassis. You've got, in terms of Xfinity, O'Reilly, Busch. Older you get, there's more sponsors of these things, but they were always a shorter wheelbase, about 5 inches shorter, and a little bit less horsepower. Cup cars, ARCA was always really meant to emulate Cup cars. That's what we're still running is Cup chassis. We ran steel body just like the Cup guys did. When they started changing and getting into the new Gen 7 and what they have right now, I guess it was about 6 years ago, the ARCA went to a 5-star body that you see in the O'Reilly series now. So we're using basically still Cup chassis, Gen 3, 4, and 5 Cup chassis with Ilmore engines, the same thing that the truck guys are running. So we have basically the same power plants, give or take, that you run in the truck series. Truck is still running steel body. We're running that composite body, 5-star body that what the O'Reilly series runs. So, I mean, when you used to go to Daytona in the 90s, it wasn't weird to see the ARCA guys running as faster than the Cup guys were running, because that's it actually. And the reason, because the power, our Cup had a little bit more power, but ARCA had a little bit more liberalness with the bodies. But now everything is very, very competitive with Ilmore engines. As you look in the truck series and the ARCA series, we're running the Ilmore power plants. So everyone's basically have the same amount of power, and we're all running the same basic body that has to fit a very tight template. Now, obviously there's Toyota, there's Chevy, there's Ford, but it's still very, very close. So that's kind of a quick tutorial of ARCA.
I love it. What's the horsepower? What kind of horsepower are we talking about with that?
It's weird because I haven't thought about it in terms of, it's a 396 motor. I've never thought about it in terms of a non-restrictor plate, because the only ARCA races I've run have been restrictor plates, which I think are down in the 420 some range, which, I mean, they're all Cup truck. We're all going to be in that general area. If you look at the times, basically, I think ARCA might even be a little bit quicker than trucks. And then you got O'Reilly's a little bit faster and Cup's just a tick quicker. So we're all in that same threshold of not going too fast to start sailing off into the stands. And, that's why we've got all the flaps and all the stuff like that. So we all kind of dangle in that 190-ish top speed. Probably ARCA's a little bit less. I think Cup's probably in the early 190s. But so I think they've got to be doing 800 something without the restrictor plate. So, but it's a good question. I haven't really thought in those terms. I just think about dynos and what it's doing with a plate. So when we're on the chassis dyno, because I haven't had to think about that. But yeah, it's got to be in the 800 range. I'm sure easy 850, I'd guess. Okay,
awesome. Give us an idea, and I know this is a fluctuating and maybe not even a fair question, but it is expensive. What does it take just to get a car on a track for a race? What does that cost look like? If you were running one race, you've already got your car, but what kind of a cost are you looking at? You've got tied up to be able to get in that race. I think this is staggering, and people don't really understand sometimes. We know on the local dirt track, we hear the numbers sometimes in the NASCAR, but just a roundabout number of what you're having to look at to say, I'm going to get a car in this race. What is that costing you?
Well, there's a ton of questions that I would follow up to hone that down. It'd probably be best to give you a range. I mean, if you were to purchase a car, that's a whole nother story, to where if you were doing it yourself, that's do you have a hauler? Do you have a team? Do you have tools? Do you have, if you were, let's say you were going to lease a car, for example, Are we talking strictly the ARCA series?
Yes.
Uh,
for the
yeah.
ARCA series.
If you were going to lease a car from a team, basically come in and hand them a check and drive for them for one race, I think you're probably looking anywhere from, let's just say, on the low end, probably around 40 to 50 on the low end, up to 130 on the high end. And some of that would also probably entail a crash clause. If there was damage ensued during the race, there would be a certain amount you'd be responsible for as well. Now, I think with some of the 130s, I think they they throw it in as if you wreck it, it's okay. It just really depends on the deal you make, but that's kind of gives you an idea. Let's just say 50 to 130,000 per race is a broad one. I mean, maybe you could get it a little bit less, but you don't want to go too less because you're not going to be doing too much. So, and that's really because if everyone's running the same engine, basically an Ilmore engine, and the bodies are just about identical, obviously there's still some things you can do with the body, but the templates, as we know, it's, it's not what it used to be. They don't have a rack of six aluminum templates they come out and throw on now. It's a little more involved now. So, there's still a lot to be done, but it's a lot of money to get the technology to get those tents, and that's why when you see Gibbs running in the ARCA series, they're always in the top few positions because they come in with the best equipment. There's some really close seconds. You got Pinnacle out there. You've got Nitro, which used to be Venturini. You've got some really good organizations, but those are kind of the top three. But it's no wonder why they come in with the fastest hot rod, because they got the best technology and they've got a $100 million complex up in Mooresville and able to produce great race cars, and they're showing it in the Cup Series. So anyway, but yeah, if that answers your question.
Well, it does. I appreciate it. It just gives us something to bounce our mind off of. And another question I would have: so if you're racing one or two races and you're leasing the car, how do you get your pit crew? I mean, is that some people or do you hire people that are available? How does that kind of work for you to get a pit crew for that race?
No, that typically all that will be all encompassed within the deal. So whatever team that you go to, they're going to have the entire squad. They're going to have the over the wall guys, and generally the over the wall guys, the same guys that are working on the car, because in the ARCA series we're not doing time pit stops. We're allowed, they'll do the competition yellow basically about halfway through. But if there is a caution, you can come down pit road, especially for the competition. At least you don't lose a spot. If you come down pit road, you go right back out in the same place you are. So, and you get about 2 minutes to, and that cuts down on spending. Well, it used to be 10 grand for a great pit crew, but I'm probably sure it's more than that now to, 10, 15, 20,000 to have a pit crew come in for one race. So having those competition yellows, having that allotted time, it cuts down a lot of the cost there. So.
Yeah.
Who's your sponsor in the ARCA series?
What's that?
Who's your sponsor in the ARCA series?
What sponsors do you have for the series, if you have any? I know it's hard.
For this year at Daytona, we had J.D. Weber Construction, which is a great construction group out of just out of the Daytona area. We had them on the car. We've had multiple, they've been more or less one race deals where I'll put together something we're going to go run Talladega. We're going to put together and get some sponsorship for one race. It's just a whole lot easier than putting multi together. By all means, I'd love to package 2, 3, 4, 5 races together between ARCA and Truck and go out and get one sponsor. But, with the dollar figures we're talking about, to be able to help accommodate and incur the cost of going to these races, I've just found it easier to do one race deals with these sponsorships. So that was our last sponsor at Daytona.
If you leased, you've got the deal, and I know this is a wild question, but my mind just thinks of so many things spastic like that. And let's say you won. let's say you won, you leased and you won. You've already paid them. So does all those winnings come to you, or do you have to bonus pay the person you leased from since you won? How would that work?
Again, it depends on the
deal?
arrangement.
Okay.
It could. I've seen it happen all sorts of ways to where you could get nothing, you could get half, or you could get it all. It really just depends on when you talk to the owner of that team, whatever arrangement you make with them. And literally that's a wide spectrum there. And honestly,
No.
What's getting paid out is sad compared to the costs. I think we were racing for at Daytona, you got a test that you go to, a 2-day test, which that is not, it's not free to bring the hauler down, a whole group of guys, the whole team, motor usage, shocks, hotels, the whole nine. And then you come back for, 3 or 4 days during speed weeks, and then you race for $25,000, and you end up shelling. I mean, it's not much, that's one thing I wish, and I don't know how that court case turned out with in terms of Hamlin and Jordan and NASCAR, but I know I haven't seen anything trickle down to the ARCA as of yet. I'd love to see something push that up a little bit more because, I mean, being a development series, where else do you get experience on these racetracks? I mean, you can get a ton not running these major national series on short tracks, but to actually go compete against the guys and girls that are running in O'Reilly and ARCA and Truck and Cup, you need time on Charlotte. You need time at Daytona. You need time at some of these racetracks. And the only way to do it, theoretically is, unless you're a rich YouTuber that buys his way in, is to I had to mention that. Just came into my head.
I learned the same way. I love it.
Is in the ARCA series. So, it's partnership goes a long way. We know the sport. That's the main deal. But I'd love to see some more help get with some of these teams and some of these great drivers in this series, be able to show their stuff, get some experience, and have that better experience when they get up there in the Truck and the O'Reilly series. Yeah.
Let me ask, this is probably not even a fair question, but you lease the car from the team. This is all, a lot of what ifs, but
right.
You're down to the last lap. Do you pass that dude, that driver for that team you lease from? You don't even think twice about it? Or do you think in your mind, I don't know here, I mean, what? I want to hear you say you go for it and say the heck with it, but there's a lot of politics and stuff. I get it.
Not really. If you're paying the tab, I don't see any politics in it. I say you just go for it.
I just think the next time that they lease to you, I mean, they're making money off of it, but it's maybe if you tap their car as you went around them and maybe spun them out, then you might hear some flack.
Yeah, you might not get invited back. Put it that way.
That's what I wanted to hear.
The situation would be a lot worse if you drove for said car owner. If the car owner, let's say you were driving for that car owner and you're actually getting paid driving against another team car, which we see all the time, which, that could be a sticky situation. But no, you always go for it. Now, I mean, there's obviously rules. If we're battling, let's say, unspoken rules, if we're back there racing for 25th in a bad day, I mean, if I can pass them clean, I'm going to do it. But I'm not going to wreck anybody for 25th. Now, if we're going for the win, we're going to wreck anybody for the win. That's just the name of the game.
I would.
I love it, man. I love it. What? Golly, man, I have so many questions. At Daytona, I mean, I love Daytona.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what NASCAR goes through, I am always so excited for that race week. What do you ever just pinch yourself when you're at that place and you're getting a race? I mean, the history, the aura of Daytona. I just got to think that sometimes you just kind of get lost in the moment. Like, wow, I get to do this at Daytona. That's got to be dang cool.
I'll tell you this, just you talking about it, I'm getting goosebumps right now. If that tells you anything.
Yeah.
I have a million laps around that place. And put it this way, going there, I still remember having distinct memories at 7 years old. And then it was a family tradition, bring the RVs out. We'd go every February. I was walking around the parking lot collecting cans to take home because there's a bunch of aluminum cans. I go home and take them to the recycler and make some money. But I have all these memories of this place, but I love that track. And yes, all the history. My parents were sitting right there when Petty flipped down the front stretch, and all the debris was flying. You just think about all the moments there over time. So when I was driving for the first time I got a chance to drive around the place was when I was driving for one of the driving schools, and this was back in 98, and I still remember the first lap around there. It was literally thinking, man, you're actually doing this. And that never got old coming back in a dash car and running multiple times there. It never gets old. It will never get old. I mean, that place is something special, and it's a privilege to go there, let alone strap on a lid, jump in, and go turn some laps. So, yeah, I love the place. It's an emotional place for me, and one of the reasons I came back, aside from loving racing and wanting to run some more, I really want to get one at Daytona. I really do. We got a top 10 there in the Dash Series. We have Daytona has not loved me in the ARCA Series. We were super fast this year out there in the test, but I really want one there. It's that track. Just to give you a quick, you kind of know where I'm going with this, but when you talk about like Tony Stewart and he talks about how passionate he is about Indianapolis, or you've got these certain drivers about certain places that mean so much to them. And this is that place for me. So yeah, I love Daytona, and I'm hoping, God willing, that we'll get one before it's over.
Awesome. NC Native asked, do you have any beef with Cody Dennison? I'm not sure what that's referencing to. I'm probably out of the loop here.
Well, I'm curious where that came from.
I don't know. This is our North Carolina friend. So I'm not sure what it references. I was hoping you did.
I do too.
Let's say, look, I don't have a beef. I don't have a beef with anybody. But I know what he's referring to because, well, in the 25 Daytona race, the ARCA 200, if you remember lap 4 or 5 coming out of 4, there was a car that got out of shape, which was Cody, and it took out about 15 cars, and we were one of them. So yeah, frustrating that happened. I don't have a beef with, things happen on racetracks, especially at that speed. There's a lot of inexperience, and really in this case, that's really what happened there. If you go back and watch when you're drafting behind someone, if you put a little bit too much wheel in it coming off of 4 and you poke that left side out, and the speeds were going, depending on how the air hits that left front, and you put just too much in there, it puts a little downforce in that left front, and that car just snapped around on him. Yeah. He hadn't felt that before. So those are things that can happen, and I've had it almost happen to me in a dash car. Luckily saved it, but those are things that you learn. And unfortunately, in this case, it was at the expense of his car and a bunch of others. So no, there's no beef. I mean, it's racing. We're out there. We're all pushing stuff to the limit. The ARCA series is a learning series. So things like this are going to happen. And it's always been, from a spectator, point of view, it's always been a fun, exciting race because you never know what the hell is going to happen. So. Yeah. But no, I kind of figured that was probably what the reference was to. But yeah,
yeah, he said he's on Rumble and YouTube, and he races ARCA. So we'll have to go back and check that out. NC, yeah. I'll go look at it. I don't remember it. I'll have to check it out.
Oh yeah. I finished off sitting in the. Actually, it's frustrating. I've watched that a million times. We almost made it through it, and Sean Core in the 8 car. There was obviously debris and everything flying everywhere. The 8 came up, he came down. I had basically the clear hole shot through, and Sean slid right up back in front of me and collected me, and we went down to the grass. So he was already completely out of control. But yeah, it was frustrating. I mean, all that build up and first race back in Daytona in 23 years, and we made it, I think, to lap 5. So yeah, it sucked.
Yeah, that's right. I got to ask for Sir Chaser here because he's going to get all excited. He's a fanboy. Have you met Chase Elliott? I just want to know for him if you've ever had the chance to meet the Elliots.
No, I'm trying to think if I've ever met. I don't think I've met Chase. I know I've met Bill, but I haven't. I don't believe I've ever met Chase Elliott. No.
He'd be just excited to know you met Bill.
Yeah.
They're Elliott.
Yeah.
He's Elliott fan, you know.
Yes,
so.
yes, yes.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Bill's an awesome dude. He actually a good buddy of mine out west. Has got a company out there. He actually took Bill out dirt bike riding and was helping him ride out there. And Bill's awesome. Bill's a racer through and through. I'm sure, you know, so is Chase. I mean, great family, great legacy, but no, he's one of the ones I haven't met. So
Okay, cool.
On your late model car, what tires do you run on it?
It depends on the series. Typically it's Hoosier. I know, and depends on what series you're running. They've got a bunch of cool series out now ever since Junior, Harvick, all those guys have been pumping stuff into the Cars Tour. You got the IHRA Tour. You've got a bunch of really cool late model stock, late model, pro late model series out there now. But it's typically we've always run the Hoosiers. But I think they're running American Racer and IHRA right now, which my buddy Rod Butcher is running. I've been spotting for him. He's which I've never seen those. I've heard them, but I've never, haven't seen them before. But yeah, typically Hoosier. New Smyrna used to run Goodyear up here forever, but I think they're back to Hoosier now too. So I think that's most of it is Hoosier now.
We've also got Poff Racing here with Dusty and Desi. They're out rolling around on the screen there. Dusty had done some dirt track up in Ohio, and we've seen the video, and he had a couple of hard hits, and he got hurt. I mean, he's still really recovering from that. Hey, Dusty, asking you that, have you had a serious wreck in racing anywhere?
No.
Yeah, we had me or Dustin.
Yeah, don't have a wreck driving around, but because Nolan, have you had one on the track that really banged you up or anything like that? Maybe not flipping or anything, but you're going at such speeds, anything can make you hurt. I mean, I just want like that.
No, I mean, honestly, I probably had a couple concussions. One from a mini stock race back in the mid '90s. That thing was basically a beer can. That was at Volusia, but probably my last one was in 2000. I would say in the dash race at 2000. I think this one's still on YouTube. Lap 2. Something about these early lap races at Daytona that seemed to get me. One of the top guys went down in row 2, row 3, hit the tri-oval or the off the embankment. I don't know what he was doing, hit the left front down there, came back up and cleaned out the whole field. And I pulled the Days of Thunder move by not lifting and just trying to see if I can get through the smoke. And I ended up just like Cole Trickle, basically right into somebody. And put it this way, I hit hard enough to wake up down in the infield between turns 1 and 2. And I came to, and my immediate reaction was put my foot on the clutch. And, the clutch was by my knee, so I didn't have to reach too far. And at that point, I kind of realized that we were done for the day. So, yeah.
Wow.
So that was probably my worst one. But luckily, knock on wood, no, we haven't had any real serious ones. So
I'm happy, man. We don't want to see it, but people, they say, well, they're waiting for the big wreck, and you do get in those packs. And Daytona's notorious for it. In Talladega, you got Atlanta, you got cars spinning everywhere, and it's just I don't think that people that probably haven't been in a car realize the force and the speed that is happening at that moment when some of them just hit and they crash out, but some of them are flying across the grass. It's incredible. It's really hard to get on TV. It's really hard to get just a sense of how fast you are moving when something like that happens, because you're already going so fast. It could even, I guess, accelerate you if you got hit hard enough the right way. And, there's a lot of things can happen and go crazy. They've done a lot with safety, but that's a wild ride for anybody.
Oh yeah, and especially when it's to your point about the grass. I mean, it's the equivalent to hitting ice on the highway, to where you're once you get out of control on that surface, you're pretty much along for the ride. Which you're just flying. So yeah, they have done a bunch with. I mean, I look back at the concrete walls and have the soft walls here, now, which is huge improvements in terms of what they've done with the car, the safety, the just the stuff we wear overall, and the racetracks. But as long as you're still moving that fast, anything can happen. Now you kind of worry more about. For the most part, I consider racing safe compared to what it used to be 25 years ago. But now you think about, hey, at that speed think about a piece of flying debris off another car and coming through your car, through your plastic windshield. And anything can happen. So as long as it's racing, it's still going to have an element of danger in it, but they've gone a long way to clean it up and make it a lot safer for all of us. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Dusty, you got any questions? I want to make sure he gets an opportunity. Is he still in the car? He's not in the car. Okay. We'll come back.
Now getting in the car.
Now in the car. Just wanted to see if Dusty had a question for our guest. And he lives in Lancaster, Ohio, so he's familiar with the racetracks up there. And I think he's also he's a Larson fan. He's a Larson fan. That's who he roots for.
Well, see, I also like Chase Elliott too. So
you do. I forgot that. You do.
I would hope so.
Well, he's a great racer.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Oh yeah. One of the best.
I've met Larson at Atomic one year, and I even got to get a picture with him too.
Cool.
He does a lot of racing at a lot of different levels.
Oh yes.
Oh, he does. Yeah, he's great at all of it too. That's what makes him so good on these things. When you can run dirt and you can find the grooves, find the lines, and things are always changing, but you can adapt to it. And the amount of experience, the bandwidth of experience that he has, really makes him so great in Cup and at this level. So yeah, he's a natural talent, probably one of the best out there right now.
Oh, he is.
Amazing. Dean, anything, sir?
In your late model cars that you run, do you run a Hans device?
Oh yeah, I was one of the first to get one. I got one, and I actually went to Atlanta, where I forgot the gentleman's name who invented the Hans device. I was there in the spring of 2001. We were racing Charlotte in the summer, and I went up and actually picked mine up, and I still have it. Still have the original Hans device. But since then, I've worn a Hans device in pretty much anything, any race car, whether it's a late model, whether it's Daytona, whether it's a quarter mile bull ring, I'll still wear a Hans device. I mean, it's just become kind of part of what you do. And, with these seats, these days anyway, if you're getting a good proper seat in the car, you might as well wear it, because my first thing was the restriction of the head movement. But you can't see a damn thing anyway with the padding on these seats, that are sitting right here, huge chunk. So there's no really point. There's not a lot of peripheral vision is what I'm getting at. So you might as well have that protection. So it's just one of those safe things and a must have. So yeah, absolutely.
Is there anything about the racing in ARCA? Is there anything you would like to see them do to changes or equipment or rules or anything? Is there anything that you think, well, if I could make a change, this was something I would like to see them consider? Not that they're doing a bad thing or a bad job, but just something you would like to see as a driver, owner, whatever. What would you like to see, if anything, in the ARCA?
You mean aside from the purses to go way up?
Yeah, that would be first. Yeah.
That's first.
That's number one. So number two.
For the most part, I would say the ARCA Menard series, which, we all know it's owned by NASCAR. Mm-hmm. I guess it was purchased by NASCAR, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, something like that. In recent history, it was purchased. But it is still run by the ARCA Menard series. It's still run by those cats. And they do a great job at what they do. The biggest thing now that you mention it, I'm thinking about it. The one thing I really would like to see him do at Daytona and Talladega, let's go back to single car qualifying. Daytona, we have what is known as pack qualifying, to where you show up and you run, you practice, and you do your whole nine. At the end of that day, they're going to do a random draw of 6 cars, right? And they're going to have, let's say there's 48 cars that show up to race. The next day you qualify, there's going to have 8 groups of 6, and you get 4 minutes per group to go out and run. Now, the reason I say single car qualifying is because depending on what group that you have and what happens in that 4 minutes, it doesn't depend solely on you and your car. It depends on the other group, because if you don't have big enough group to make a fast draft, you're not in the race. If you lose the draft, you're not in the race. Whereas single car, you go out and you run your 2 laps, you come in, you set the field, throw in 4 provisionals, done. At least each driver, each team, each car had a fair shot based on their single car speed, not being, with somebody, relying on whatever that random draw is. And honestly, I've seen Venturini cars miss the race because you didn't get a good pull. We felt, I told you about the car that we bought from Rev Racing. That car in 2025 led 25-30% of the ARCA 200 at Daytona. It should have won the race, lost it in the closing laps, but ran top 4 all day. I brought the car back. We tested our single car speed. We're probably top 3 out of 50 cars at the test this year. We came back in February. We had a random draw. I was second to last in our group of 7 because we had 50 cars. They did 7 groups of 7. Jake Finch was starting behind me, but as this is another thing that sucks, everyone gets together and they make a deal of how we should line up. Sometimes they fall by it, sometimes agree to it, and then change it when we get out there. We agreed, since Jake was fastest in practice, very fast nitro car, he went to the front. It left me on the tail, which is fine, but if anything happens, there's a good chance that I can fall off and lose the draft. We went up through turns 1 and 2, running up through the gears. I'm about 6,000 RPMs in third gear, about to pull it back to 4th. The last thing I expected were people to check up. I mean, we've got 2 or 3 laps, and we need to be nose to tail and wide open. Somebody checked up in the group, and as you know, at that speed, as the checkup happens, car to car to car, the one car in front of me, I saw a little bit of lift, and I was thinking, okay, it's got to be small, so I stayed behind him. He lifted. I got in the back of him. Didn't do any damage, but it was just enough to kill the momentum of the back 3 that it spaced us out. The top 3 took off, made the race. The 3 of us, 3 or 4 in the back, didn't make the race.
That's
so
a great point. Yeah,
it's I had for what it was worth, I did go in and talk to Ron, the head of the ARC Menard series the next day. I wanted to, for what it's worth, I know they're not going to make any changes because of me, but I think if everyone says something at some point that, and regardless of what we're talking about, that, people bring it up. I mean, the racers and the teams make this sport, right? And the sponsors make the sport. I had to go in the next day during the race and apologize to a group of sponsors, which was the worst feeling. I'd rather have wrecked on lap 5 than go through that. So, that's one thing that I think it's all the work, all the money, all the time leading up to that race. And to know, even though you can have a car that's capable of winning the race, there's a chance you're not even going to be in it because of the qualifying. And, I was racing with the Kimmels. They don't run full time. So we were, I think their 69 was 28th, 29th in points. So we didn't have points to fall back on. Now, one of the nitro cars, I think they didn't make the race, but I think the points came back and they're able to get in if you run the full season. Moral of the story is it hurts the part-time racer, which there's a ton of them in ARCA. most of the field is part-time racers. So
Wow.
all I want to do is eliminate some of the dice rolling, so there you go. I wasn't thinking about this at first, but as we talked about it, that's the number one thing I'd love to change.
No, that's a great point. I never thought about that. And from your perspective, that makes total sense to me. And you kind of, there's nothing you can control in that. I mean, if that in that scenario, you're just kind of you're not sure. I mean, you have a millisecond to make a decision on something like that, and when that millisecond, your day was done. So it's just not much time to decide.
It is. That's only. Go ahead. Sorry.
At the Volusia Speedway down there in Florida, what's your attendance been like?
I haven't been to Volusia since when I ran there. I ran on both tracks when they were paved, and they alternated, one paved and then one dirt. So when I first started, the track that's dirt now was paved. I ran there, and the other track was dirt. Then I raced the late model series in '98 on the outside track that's now paved. So I've run them both. I honestly, I'm not sure. I know during speed weeks, it's really good. Good buddy of mine, Lee, lives right down the street from him, and he goes down there for all the dirt racing at least a couple nights. And it's they get a great crowd, but I don't know what they do on a weekly, to be honest. I know, the special events are big, but yeah, especially during speed weeks, everything's big. Smyrna, they all draw a big fan base, but no, I'm not sure on a weekly level.
Does the ARCA draw pretty well? Attendance when the ones you've been able to race, was it pretty good turnout?
Yeah. NASCAR in general, if you look at the stands now,
yeah,
it's nothing. It's anorexic compared to what it used to be. Remember Bristol, you had to be on a waiting list. It was like trying to get in, to watch the Packers play. You had to be on a waiting list to get tickets. So that has all reduced. Now, having said that, there are standalone events I know IRP in the Truck Series, they pack that place out. Iowa Speedway, they pack that place out.
Yeah.
Some of these smaller facilities and standalone events, yeah, they go crazy. But Daytona, aside from the Daytona 500, the place is so big. You could have several thousand people there, and it doesn't look like much. But even the O'Reilly and Truck Series, they haven't had the following that you'd think. You'd think all the people going there for the 500. Why wouldn't you go there for these couple races too? To me, some of the best racing there on Friday and Saturday. So, but no, the ARCA series has drawn a pretty good crowd, and I think a lot of people really appreciate the racing. It's close. It's good racing. You don't really know what's going to happen. Yes, you've got those top tier of teams, but hey, just looking at Talladega, big tip of the hat to Andy Jankowiak, who won his first race and won at Talladega. So awesome. Andy Seiss, Class Motorsports, tip of the hat to those guys. So cool to see that happen. And you never know who's going to win these things, especially at the speedways. Those obviously in any series, that's a big shakeup. But hell, as long as there's one person, as long as they got the series out there, we'll show up and race regardless.
Oh, absolutely.
The race Sunday, the crowd wasn't even that big in the stands.
Yeah, the All-Star race, it was pathetic.
Yes, it was.
I don't know. Is that the right place for the All-Star? No. Can they pull there? I've had a lot of people complaining about that talk to me. I don't know the answers, but it is sad, and I don't know that it'll ever come back.
Not there, no.
I just don't think we'll ever get back to what it was at one time. But there is a model to move forward that's not bad, but it's the glory days or the glory days, and so much has happened, and the older fans, they just said the heck with it and left, and then it's been hard to capture in the younger folks into it's a changing time, a changing dynamic.
Yep.
But as long as there's people like you say willing to race, there's going to be some people show up to see that.
Yeah, they got the TV contract, so they got that going for them. So they're not hurting by any means. But I like how they're moving. Moving the All-Star race around. I think that was a great idea. I think there's just certain tracks with this particular package that they have with this new Cup car, that it doesn't lend itself to some of the best racing. You know, there's some tracks that it's just not quite what what it was. So I don't know, but you'd think Dover would be one of those tracks, but I don't know. They tore up so many cars early and often. Well, they knew that on restarts you can't pass there. So on restarts, everyone has to go, and you got to get what you can get, because once the air and the way these things are they're panned out, and the way these Cup cars are, it's just so difficult to make a pass that you have that open window. But that's going to lead itself to more wrecks. You thin out the field, then you got Denny Hamlin just checking out and say sayonara, thanks for the $1 million. So,
That's it.
so
Amazing.
I don't know. Put it back at Bristol. Bristol's always a good show. Just put it back there.
How about moving it to Rockingham would be a better.
There you go. Yeah, there's another track there. I mean, that's less. I would say, I don't know the engineering numbers because this stuff has gotten way beyond me. But I'd say it's less aero dependent at some of these tracks. That you're Rockingham for sure. Go run these things. And it just kind of brings more of the mechanical back in. And, I agree. I mean, man, Rockingham, I know, was it last year when they had I think that's when they first popped back open for, I think the ARCA. I think they had, I don't know if they had Truck and O'Reilly, but they had everything but Cup. But they were sold out. I mean, so people were dying to get back there to Rockingham and Darlington, tracks like that. I mean, tracks that almost made it off the menu in NASCAR, which
Crazy.
Like Wilkesboro, I'm so glad it's back. These tracks need to be here.
What about Hickory Speedway?
Sure, why not? Yeah, why
Are you,
not?
are you a fan of the road courses? Do you like those?
I'm not opposed to them, but I think we have a bit too many. It just seems that we've gone too road course heavy. I mean, what they used to have, the Glen and Sears Point, right? That was it. Now they've added probably 2 or 3 times that. I'm all for 2, 3 of them, four tops. I mean, I'm not against them. I don't mind watching them, but I think they've gotten to the point where there's this is my personal, that there's just too many that I think there's just a touch too many. That's what I think.
Yeah, when there's these other tracks out there they could pick up, and they're legendary and great tracks, and we need to feed that. So I would agree with that. I'm not a big fan of them, but I don't mind 2 or 3. But it just seems like every other week. I know it's not that much, but it feels like it. Road course, and I'm not down with that. God, drives me crazy,
Yeah. No, then they turn a perfectly good oval into a road course.
Yeah.
I mean, what's that?
I know, it's crazy. They can take their bus stops and all that. I just don't. I'm not a fan, but that's me.
No.
Hey, how do people find your racing? Tell us about your socials. Where can people find you and follow you and what you're doing with the team and all that?
All right. Well, there's not a lot of action out there right now, but I do have one of those very odd names, Nolan Wilson. So anything on Facebook, X, Instagram, we're Nolan Wilson Racing. We're on there. So we're hoping to have some news drumming up here sooner and later. It's kind of it was a little stagnant after the what happened at Daytona, and then we basically had a sponsor to go to Talladega, and about 3 weeks before that race, that sponsor pulled out. So I opted to keep the bank account intact and not go. So we got a perfectly good hot rod Chevy SS that's going to be ready. So I do own that car, so that thing will be going to Daytona in next year. But like I said, I'd love to get a couple more races in this year. I'd love to IRP, Richmond, some of these truck series race, maybe even another ARCA race or two. So I'd love to get some more in for the end of the year, but it's just again, it just comes down to the bucks. But and if worst case scenario, like I said, as we kind of led the show with this, is Daytona. That's my place. That's what I want really bad. So we're gonna put all of the effort into getting that car better and badass, and go see if we can get one in 27.
I like it, and we're going to be watching. We're going to be rooting you on.
Yes,
And thanks for giving us some insight on what it's like in your world for that. It excites us, and we see that passion, excitement for you. You're a lot of fun. I think, man, we've already got an hour in. I can't believe it. It's so much more I'd like to ask. We'd love to have you back sometime.
Yes.
Thanks so
Absolutely.
much.
Thank you.
Our folks love these. It's all about people and connections, and that's what I love about this.
That's it. That's what life's about, right? So good people and doing the right thing, living the best life we can, and if we can accomplish a few goals and dreams along the way, that's even more so give some of those dreams to some folks out there. So super appreciate both you guys having me on the show. I love this, and let's definitely stay in touch. And we'll if nothing rolls up here, let's definitely chat here before Daytona. We'll give you an update on what we're doing. So
absolutely would love that. One last question: If you won Daytona, you're going to win sometime. You won Daytona. Yeah. Are you going to be like? Are you going to break the watermelon out or anything like that, or? What would be your thing? We got Hocevar. He's pulled the Dale thing. Yeah. Do you have anything kind of tucked away like this is it? I get one shot. I'm going to do this if I win Daytona. You don't have to share it, but do you have something like that? I think that'd be cool to know.
I'll be honest. I don't. I don't. And I think, and I was asked this question actually. I forgot 6 months, a year ago. Whatever does happen is going to be so organic. It'll happen at the time, which is I kind of think how it's meant to be. But no, I don't really have anything planned. Yeah, I'd love to go flying through the grass, but the bill I got from NASCAR would not be worth it. And I'd probably be banned for life. So I don't think that's going to happen. I do. If you race at Daytona, you respect the grass because they want it nice and beautiful for Sunday. So that's the only one they can go through the grass. But I don't know. Hey, hopefully we'll know in the first couple of weeks of February. In about we're only about 7-8 months away, so we're getting closer. So hopefully we'll find out here soon.
Why not climb the fence?
Yeah, climb the fence.
Yeah, well,
hey, whatever you do, we're gonna be celebrating with you. We'll get Dean to do the backflip here. I'm too old; I can't do it anymore. But we'll figure out something. We'll send you a video on our celebration for you winning Daytona.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm all for climbing the fence if I can get to the other side and slam some beers with the fans. I would definitely love to do that. Absolutely.
Awesome.
That's more my style. I don't know if it's going to happen, but that'd be my style.
I got you, man. Maybe pour some beer on some people's heads and stuff.
Perfect.
Awesome, perfect. Man. What beer would it be? What's your flavor, man? Well, celebration like that, you got to pull out what's your number one go-to for something like that?
Well, if it was in the stands, I guess it wouldn't matter. It's whatever was available. But if I had to pick. I've always been kind of a Coors or a Miller Lite guy, so
I got you.
I go back and forth between Coors Light, and Miller Lite. So
how about Budweiser?
Huh?
How about Budweiser?
No, I don't buy any Budweiser. No, I don't buy any Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
thanks a lot,
Nolan. They did that themselves.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
You're a lot of fun. I appreciate you giving us the time. We've had a ball. We'll keep this. We'll keep putting this out there so people can see the interview to run at different times, and we try to do that for all of our interviews and run them as much. In fact, it's been a hard time. My wife just passed away. It's been a hard 3 weeks, and being able to laugh, you bless my heart, man. It's like this really helps me get through, man. It's been like 3 weeks ago, and I don't mean to bring that up. I just want you to know that it really means a lot to me. Just being able to be on here and laugh and cut up and talk about stuff, man. It's a big help to me, and I want to thank you. You've given me a lot of laughter, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, terrific, and my complete condolences. Super sorry to hear.
I appreciate it, man.
No,
she loved the races. Sure. She didn't have a favorite driver, but she loved the racing. We watched it every Sunday. and
Great.
Saturday, whatever was on. She was always, what channel's the race on? If I had to work, she always wanted to know what channel. And she didn't have a favorite driver. She just liked to watch. So that's just a fan. Somebody that loves sports,
Awesome.
All right,
That's
my
awesome.
friend. We'll let you get out of here. Take care,
Thank you.
and we'll be keeping up with you out there and rooting you on for Daytona.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic. Appreciate it, Dave Dean. Yeah, root for the older guy. The only guy that's one of the few guys in his 50s out there still trying to live the dream. So yeah, root for me. We'll talk soon, y'all.
Yeah, dude, you don't look that age, man. I thought you was like 38 years old or something, dude. Man, 50s.
It's all that Coors that keeps me young.
I like it, man. I like it. Hey, you take care, friend. We'll drop you out and put some music on so you get out of here. Thanks for the
All
time,
right.
Thank
brother.
you.
Hey.
Oh, let's put some music on. We'll take a
it's
short
good.
break. We'll be right back, folks.
We got moonshine, wisdom, and tire smoke tales. From late bottle flying to street stocks on rails. Biscuit boys yelling past the hot sauce, y'all. While Marines planning strategy, standing 10 feet tall. The report coming at you loud and clear. Talking cautions, checkers, and racing fear. From the heat races to the feature grind, we bring you the truth from the dirt track mind. Slide 'em sideways, let that clay fly free. Southern racing soul, that's our pedigree. Cornbread man laughing,
I used to go on that
chaser
and
closing in time. Dirt report forever, race all night. Yeah, we might talk about that time. Dave and Dean roar each week, spin the wheels, engines speak. Tracks of fire, dust and smoke, southern skies, the throttles choke. Fast and fierce, racing souls, tearing through the endless cold. Twisting metal, thunder growls, screams of tires, dirt that scowls. Crank it loud, boys, let it blast. Modes of fury racing fast. Southern pride racing hours here. Feel the fire, shift the gear. Every lap a rebel's dream. Gasoline hearts in the screen. Dave and Dean crown the track. Each corner fight, ain't turning back. Crank it loud, boys, let it blast. Roads of fury racing fast. Southern pride racing hours here. Feel the fire, shift the gear. Nights alive, wheels embrace, burn the streets, set the pace. Hours, speed's the creed. Southern fried racing breed. Southern fried racing hours here. Feel the fire, shift the gear. Nights alive, wheels embrace, burn the streets, set the pace. Hours, speed's the creed. Southern fried racing breed.
Awesome. We're glad to be back with you here on the SFP Racing Hour. What a dirt report. Wow. Nolan Wilson Racing, 5-1. Didn't put that in there. I think that must be his car number, but he put 5-1 on there. Go check him out on socials. What a great interview. Dean, thank you so much. let's see. We got Cook is checking in. I haven't talked to the pack about the Cowboys going all the way, but I have to talk to Jerry. Right, no Cowboys. Well, yeah, he's talking about the commercial, the AI video we put out about him talking to the pack, the Wolf Pack. Here at the Wolf Nation Network is what we funnel all this stuff underneath now, and we're looking to expand and do more. We got Dusty and Desi in the house. I said Dusty and Desi in the house. They're out rolling around. Fascinating stuff. Sir Chaser here, and Marine in the house. Security. Yeah, Biscuit Boy's out doing Biscuit Boy things. He'll come back with a story. And shout out to Midnight Rider, who said he's going to be back very soon. So y'all keep praying for him. So looking forward to having him back in the house.
Oh, yes.
Dusty and Desi have a new show coming soon at a Saturday night near you. Be some interviews at some dirt tracks and all kinds of things up there in the Ohio area. Looking forward to that. Desi's going to keep him, going to keep him straight. Thank you for the light, Cook. We appreciate it. Did you get her some pizza? Did he get you anything?
No, I am starving.
Starving. Dude. Yeah, go Wolfpack. That's right, Cook.
That's right.
Become part of the pack, folks. Give us a like, follow, share. Make sure you download that. It's on the screen. The Substack. We're going to be having some things that will be on there that'll be nowhere else. For now, the Substack, we may progress into something else, but we're going to have some things there that only will be on Substack. And we've got lots of programming. We're amping up. Take care of Mother Wolf, feed her. Okay. Cook's a good son. He takes care of his mom. He's a good guy. His only failing is he is a Dallas Cowboys fan. That's the only thing I've ever had against him. He likes the Falcons, but he's a Cowboys fan. And he likes the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Yeah.
But he does
I
like
do too.
You do.
I'm sorry. Should be Georgia.
Yeah. Georgia, the Dogs.
Yes.
No.
And if I've missed anybody's questions, thank you for watching. Hopefully I didn't. We were trying to keep everything going and flowing and all that with our interview. We appreciate you being here. We're going to talk about the All-Star race, and Dean's going to have some notes, and then we'll be. What's the next race, Dean? I don't have
Charlotte, the Coca-Cola.
Yeah. We got the holiday weekend coming up, and let's remember those who have served our country, especially those who are laying in graves all across Europe. They don't deserve the fine American men who are laying there.
Right.
And I'm serious about this. They disrespect us, and our men gave their lives for us to have freedom and for them as well. So we definitely want to remember those folks. And I'm sure NASCAR will have special things going on.
Oh, yes.
A lot of times they wear special uniforms and stuff as well.
And their names on the cars.
Yeah, they everything's a little different, as it should be.
It should be.
I think it should be. So, Dusty, Desi, Dean, whoever else, Cook out there, what'd you think about the All-Star race?
It was a good race. It didn't have the aura of the All-Stars. It didn't have the feeling of it.
Yeah, I would say we mentioned it in the interview that the crowd was down a little bit. There were some wrecks. There were some things. But Denny Hamlin just smoked them.
Oh, yes.
I wonder, does he get the whole million, or does he have to split that
He
with
split some money between him and the pit crews.
What? I wonder what that split is. What's the percentage?
I don't
Dean?
know. They didn't ever say.
I bet they don't want to say.
But I don't think it should have been in Dover. I think it should have moved on to another track.
Yeah, I wasn't really liking that, but I did watch, and
I did too.
you're going to watch, and they know it.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're back in the points. Nothing's changed because that was not a points race. It was just a money race, and a lot of money, $1 million bucks. We saw the check there when he got out and celebrated. I like what he said, though. He said,
give this to my mom.
Give it to the mom. Give it to mom. I thought that was cool.
Yes.
You do it, Cook. Just want to give a shout out to Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you for everything you've done, everything you're going to do. Amen. Yes. Always want to do that. Don't forget on that note, our new show, First Lot. And it is through the week, it's only about 15 minutes long. It comes on before the morning show. And First Lot is all about just a discussion about scripture, life, and, your story and things like that. So we're going to have different guests coming in if you'd like to be a part of it. We're going to have different people coming in. Me and Biscuit Boy will probably lead it most of the time, but there will be others that will come in. We've got some friends that are going to stop in, some friends from podcast friends to people that we know that are going to be a part of. If anybody would like to be a part of that, come on in. Just be prepared to bring your scripture, and we'll discuss your scripture. So, First Light, it's very new, and on Saturdays we're doing a 1 hour live on that from 7 to 8, and then at 8:30 it's the Cornbread Man and Biscuit Boy morning show. So we're kind of switching things together around a little bit, and on that Saturday morning will be the Wolf Nation show right behind the Cornbread Man and Biscuit Boy morning show will be the Wolf Nation show. Now on Thursday nights, so tomorrow night we will do the Cornbread Nation show, which we had got doing the last couple of weeks or so. It'll be back in its usual spot at about 6 o'clock. After that, first time ever, we're going to have the Wolf Nation TikTok Live. We're going to start doing TikTok Live at around 7:30, and that'll be live on TikTok only. That'll be it's something new we're doing. It's a new show, and we have a lot of followers on TikTok, and we want to feed into that. And we're putting the First Light on there as well. But we're going to go. We can't go live to it yet. Not quite enough followers, but we're building and growing. One day we'll be able to do that. We'll have the numbers, but we can go live in, and we're going to do that. So be looking for that. One other thing before we get into some of the notes of Dean, way back when, a few months. It's been about 3 or 4 months ago. Dean, we had Mark Scooter Bang,
Yes.
from down there in Alabama, Scottsboro, Alabama. Me and a couple folks are going to go down there and go to his restaurant, Scooters. If you're in the area, go eat there. We're going to go try it out. We'll give you a little video about that. We'll talk about the food. We're going to hopefully hook up with Scooter and talk to him a little bit, and then kind of get the lay of the land so we can come back and do a full show from Scooters in the near future. So awesome guy. A shout out to him. But the Dirt Report will be going down there this Friday. We'll be down there in the afternoon, and we're going to hopefully have some live from there. We'll certainly do some recorded interviews, but we're going to try to go live as well. So looking forward to that. We appreciate Scooter so much. We've got shirts. I think everybody got them, but I got to get Desi's and Dusty's to them. And they have 2 shirts coming because we also have Terry Calhoun, who gave us the Grinch shirt. Yeah. I love that shirt. So awesome. I need to hang them up here. And we just got another offer. I guess you heard that. And God bless Nolan Wilson, who told us to send the sizes, and he's going to hook us up when merch comes in. Right. So we appreciate these folks very, very much. They're awesome. And we're going to help spread the word about their racing through the shirts and through the shows and all the things that we do. All right. Before we talk about Charlotte, we got to get to Dean's notes about the All-Star. And that is brought to you by Wolf Nation Coffee. And folks, it is amazing. I don't mind saying that. I just got the sample blend in, and I'm going to send Dusty and Desi a pack. Brent wants a cup. I see Jake wants one. Seems like there's somebody else that wants to try it. We're going to send some of those out. Let you get a taste of one of the flavors. QR code works, and go there. The shipping is included. It's not added at the end. You don't get a sticker shock at the end. And if you get the 12 ounce, just about everything 12 ounces under $20. Can't beat that. It's one of the best online, and you're gonna love the Wolf Nation. I just got in some of the Earl Grey tea. We haven't tried it yet. It hasn't been unsealed. Me and Biscuit Boy's gonna try that probably tomorrow, and we'll give you an update on that. So that's one of our big things we have here. We do have our own Shopify. We're gonna be adding a lot of products to it. We are full steam ahead, baby. We are ready to rock and roll, and we're going to put a lot of work into this. Year 3 is going to be amazing, and we're just now starting into year 3. Starting in June, that will be, we started 2 years ago in May. Year 3 coming up, 5-year plan. Hopefully I live long enough to experience the 5-year plan. If not, then Dean and Biscuit Boy and Dusty will take it for us.
We'll try to.
Maybe
You'll be here.
They'll mummify me, put me in the corner or something.
Yeah.
Hang some Christmas lights around me and say, "Let's go." Anyway,
like that movie Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah. What do you know about Weekend at Bernie's, Dean?
I liked it. It was a good movie.
You mean your mom let you watch Weekend at Bernie's? Yes. Oh, we're gonna have to have a talk.
What into?
Did she know about Weekend at Bernie's?
I don't think she's never seen it.
She's never seen it, but she knew you watched it?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. She was praying extra hard at church on that one weekend at Bernie's. Next thing, going to tell me that you watched Porky's back in the
I
day.
love Porky's. Porky's 1, Porky's 2, Porky's Revenge.
You're killing.
Revenge of the Nerds.
I was just fixing to say it. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Revenge of the Nerds.
You're killing me, man.
Animal House.
Animal House. Oh, Lord. You hear this, Marine? Do you hear this? He was probably there watching William. No, he said no. That's when he's in his little Dean cave over there, and he's like, let me turn the sound down, put my headphones in. I'm going to watch this. Mama don't know. All right, Dean's Notes brought to you by Wolf Nation Coffee. And we got the vault as well. He brought something. He said, just got this. Did you order this?
Yes.
You did.
Yes.
I like it. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Show it off real quick before I get to my notes.
All right. Who is this? This
Joe
is
Logano.
Joe Logano. Okay. Who did not have a good
He
race.
didn't. He's not doing good at all.
And so I like the towel thing, dude. I think all teams should have something like
I
that.
do too.
That would be pretty cool.
Hunt Brothers Pizza. That's good pizza.
I was just fixing to say that. I've had that, and
I
it
have
is,
it.
for what it is, it's really good pizza.
It is good.
I mean, you walk in and it don't take them but a minute to
No, I
push
know.
that thing through. It's fresh. They got the ingredients. I've watched them make it.
Yeah.
Now, some of the stores that it's in, they're a little questionable about it,
Uh-huh.
but that's pretty cool.
But the store I went to is on Wilson Road.
My gosh,
Yeah.
Wilson Road. We better move on. There's a lot of things going on Wilson
I know
Road.
It, I know it.
I hope it wasn't at night.
No.
There's things that roll out on Wilson Road in the
What are you
night,
talking about?
maybe during the day.
Moving on.
Moving on.
We're at Dover Motor Speedway. Built 1969. Caution 45 miles an hour. It's a 1 mile track. Concrete. Dover, Delaware. Craftsman Truck Series. Eco Safe 200. Kyle Busch got the pole. Kyle Busch won stage 1 and 2. Kyle Busch won that race. I like that. Ray Cook, if God is for us, who can be against us? That's right.
Amen. And wait a minute. Before you slide off that note, who was it that said? My little mind is trying to remember. Somebody said, I think his name is Dean Potts, who said that Bush was done. He needed to go ahead and retire. He had nothing left.
But that's the truck race. We ain't talking about
It's still racing, baby. You just heard the expert. He said there's not much difference between the three.
right.
They're still pumping all them horsepower. You represent. You have Kyle Busch, so you need to apologize. You ain't gonna do it, are you?
I remember he wins the race in the cup.
Go ahead, sir.
Clint Bowyer drove the Dodge Ram truck number 25. It was on FS1, 5 p.m. 200 laps, 200 miles. Saturday was O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Bet Rivers, 200. Ross Chastain got the pole. Brandon Jones won stage 1. Ross Chastain won stage 2. Corey Day won that race. Second win of the year for Corey Day.
Good for him.
200 laps, 200 miles. It was on CW at 4 o'clock. NASCAR Cup Series. NASCAR All-Star Race. Denny Hamlin got the pole. Front Row Motorsports, Zane Smith, number 38, won $100,000 for the Pit Crew Challenge. Mechanics Pit Crew Challenge. Zane Smith's pit crew was 12.612 seconds. So 75 lap segment. 75 lap segment. The second segment is 75 laps. The field inverts. 200 laps in segment 3. Bubba Wallace won segment 1.
And you cheered, didn't you?
No.
You cheered.
No. John Hunter Nemechek pole sitter for segment 2 inversion. AJ Allmendinger was a control car.
The dinger.
Yeah. he got that control car because John Hunter, he wrecked his car in one of the number 9 car pileups. And he was out of the race.
Okay.
Tyler Reddick won segment 2. Denny Hamlin won the pole for segment 3. Daniel Suarez was a fan vote. Denny Hamlin won $100 billion. Chase Briscoe won $100,000.
No, that's not bad.
No. Catherine Legg, first woman in race in history to ever attempt a double. Indianapolis 500 and the Daytona 500.
Okay.
Sorry, folks. With every woman to attempt a double. Indianapolis 500 and the Coca-Cola 600. I was wrong with that. She will drive the Indy 500, number 11, HMD Motorsports / AJ Foyt Racing Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola 600, number 78, Dev Fast Motorsports Chevrolet at Charlotte. That's the notes for the All-Star race.
All right. I sent you about this other female driver who quit
Yeah.
on her team.
Yeah.
You have that.
Yes.
That unbelievable. The audio you can't even play because there was a lot of foul language. But basically, and I listen. I'm not even bringing this up because she's a female. I'm just saying that's horrible. I mean, you know, I don't know what was going on. I know they were struggling and having problems. I get it. People can have meltdowns.
Right.
I've never heard of anything like that where just quit. I mean, like, I'm done. Like, I don't want to do this no more.
And she had a language on her that really a sailor would blush.
Yeah.
Here's the notes on that. Natalie Decker had a meltdown and started crying on the radio and quit the race while being black flagged for being too slow. Wants to go to O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, driving the number 22 truck after completing 81 laps. She was going too slow. They black flagged her. She went through pit road, speeding, come back out on the track, still had a meltdown.
Yeah, it was not a good thing. And I got to give the crew a lot of credit. They were really trying to talk her through that.
Yes.
But I'm not judging her, but you just don't do that. You don't get on the radio and start. I mean, keep that kind of private. Just say, you know, whatever you got. I mean, if you're black flagged, you got to come in anyway.
Right.
Just get off the track. Who was it years ago that refused to come in on the NASCAR circuit? They got black flagged. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
Who was that? They ran several laps.
Yes.
I mean, and they were threatening them with a suspension or something if they didn't come in.
Yes.
God, who was that? Was it that really big driver? You know, who was it? The one that was like 6'5", big guy. Ryan Newman, was it him?
No, I don't think it was Ryan Newman.
I cannot.
Was it Carson Hocevar?
No. That I think this goes back before him. We'll have to look that up. There was somebody that was black flagged and said
I remember that.
they were telling him, "You've got to come in. You've got to
Yes.
come in. You've been," because they were just refusing to communicate.
You're right.
Like they were acting like they didn't, have radio communication or something.
Right.
They're like, you have got to come in, and pretty much order them to come into pit road. But yeah, this was a meltdown. Where does that stand? Is like she's not going to race again, or
She don't want to race trucks no more.
she does not want to race trucks? She's going to race anything else.
O'Reilly series.
Riley, what was her problem with the truck?
She was going too slow in it. She didn't know the speed of it.
Maybe they should have just prepped her better for that. I know maybe she wasn't ready for that. I love the truck series.
Oh, I do too. If you're going to meltdown, you're going to talk like that, do it behind the pit wall. Do not do it on the radio.
I mean, I agree. I just don't understand why you would do that like that. I mean, if that was Desi would get on the radio and say, "I'm racing. Y'all can
That's
just, whatever. I don't care.
Right.
I'm not coming off the track." No, she'd pull off the track and she'd say, "Y'all getting the heck the next race. I'm not going to have that happen again."
But did you know that Dover, the what, Desi?
She just liked that comment.
Okay. Did you know that
Mhm.
1994 and before, Dover Speedway was an asphalt track. It's concrete now. It's asphalt back then.
I would think. I don't know that it matters to me as the fan,
Well, the asphalt,
but I think I'd prefer asphalt.
well,
over
asphalt
concrete.
goes up more tires. It wears
Yeah.
up more tires on asphalt.
Yeah. So somebody's. I mean, is that why they did it, or they
Yes,
just
yes.
okay? They did
Yes.
because that track's so hard on
Yes.
tires. Okay. I mean, it ran fast.
It
I mean,
did.
it was a clean race and all that. I mean, for the most part. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody was chasing Denny Hamlin. I mean,
Yeah. And then Tyler Reddick made a run for it.
he did. He's still. I mean, he's still. Even though it wasn't points, he's showing that he's still to be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
The
The little leprechaun.
little leprechaun that can, or could, or
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
I just like. I like that we're getting back to points. I
I
like
do
that.
too.
It's a big race, 600.
Yeah.
It's a fast track. Hendrick loves to run that Charlotte race,
Right.
which a lot of them do. But I think Hendrick is all of his drivers. They're big fans of Charlotte,
Right.
big fans, and looking forward to seeing that 600 miler. Right,
Yes.
starts when? When does that start? I didn't pull it up.
It starts Sunday at 6:00.
So night race under
Yes.
the lights, which is great.
Yes.
I love that. Of course, they have the big one that day, right? I mean, that's the
Yes,
same
yeah.
weekend. Yeah, this is the
Yes.
double. Is anybody running that this year?
No, the only one that's gonna try and run it is Catherine Legg is gonna try.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned that. Okay.
is gonna try to run the double, the Indianapolis and Coca-Cola.
It don't matter. She's not going to win either, so
No,
have at it. I mean, that's what I mean. Why
well,
not?
she's the first woman to try it.
Yeah, so, get a little recognition, do it. It'd be kind of cool. Now, watch her go out and win one of them. That'd be a trip.
Yeah.
That'd be wild.
Clint Bowyer would drive the number 25, drove the number 25 truck, Dodge Ram for College Racing, Craftsman Truck Series at Dover Motor Speedway, in a free agent truck. He did what he did that. Jamie McMurray drive the number 25 truck, free agent Dodge truck at Naval Base, Colorado, on June 19th, 2026.
Okay. I think the NASCAR guys there's a limited number of they can't race all of them, right?
Right,
There's
right.
so many races they can do, then they're out.
Right.
So they pick and choose. Of course, they don't get points or nothing like that. I didn't realize they couldn't race but so many. I thought they could race as many as they want. I didn't know that.
Right.
And Cook says, "Go Cowboys, go Atlanta Falcons, roll Tide." So I missed that earlier. So he does root for them, and he does like Georgia. So
Oh, did you hear about the NASCAR Hall of Fame class 2027?
a little bit about it. I didn't get a chance to dive into that, but I did see there was something out there about it.
Jeff Burton is in it. Kevin Harvick is in it. Larry Phillips is in it. Lisa France Kennedy. She got the Landmark Award.
What's the landmark?
It's a person that has done more in NASCAR. Like Lisa France Kennedy, she got the Daytona track renovated like it is now. She got the Phoenix track renovated. She's brought racing to the Midwest.
So she signed the checks.
Yes.
I'm not
In
trying
other
to.
words, yes.
I'm not trying to be mean, but come on.
but you're right.
What built NASCAR was Dale Earnhardt. If anybody puts the landmark, what are you doing?
I
Danny?
got a question.
Look at them, man. They're making all
I
kinds
got a
of
question. What is that?
We're gonna have to mute them. They're in their own little world there.
Yeah.
I mean, Dusty flew in like Superman.
But the flagman, the very first flagman in NASCAR didn't get in this time.
Dean, that just breaks my heart. I'm gonna shed a tear over that one. I was so rooting for that guy too. I mean, the way he waved that flag, there was just nobody ever did it better. You know, I mean, he was so into it. I think he hurt his arm. He did it for so long. He never dropped the flag. You
No,
know?
he didn't.
He's a Hall of Famer. He deserved to be, and he's a flag man. It just breaks my heart, man. Breaks my heart.
Yeah, the reason I'm wearing this shirt tonight is Alex Pillow got the pole for the Indy 500.
Okay.
That's gonna be Sunday too.
And what's that about your shirt there?
Because Alex Pillow drives a Honda truck.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. That's what I was trying to figure out. I didn't know you had any of that stuff.
Yes. I like Indy too.
Okay, cool. We're gonna have to start covering that too. We need to branch out. When we said we do drag strips, it's all racing. It's not just NASCAR.
WNBA superstar Caitlin Clark is a grand marshal for
That's
the Indy
true.
500.
I did hear about that, and I love it. I'm sure somebody will complain about it. You know, like she don't deserve that. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, she does.
I'm glad they're doing it.
I
It's
am
pretty
too.
cool. You know, WNBA. God, the shame of it.
Right.
Good grief. But it'll be a racing weekend.
Yeah.
What channel is the race on the NASCAR race?
Prime, Amazon Prime.
They have that race. This is the first switch, right?
Yes.
So do they have a number of races in a row now, or are they just doing that one?
No, Amazon's got 5 weeks.
Straight.
Yes.
Okay.
May the 24th, Charlotte Motor Speedway, 6 o'clock on Sunday. May the 31st, Nashville Super Speedway, 7 p.m.
Nice.
June 7th, Michigan International Speedway,
Michigan.
3 o'clock. June 14th, Pocono Raceway, 3 o'clock, Sunday. June 21st, San Diego Street Course, 4 o'clock, Sunday.
I thought Amazon did a pretty good job with the races.
They did.
I don't have a problem with it at all. And I like that they've got a few weeks to do it. Who's the announcers? Is it the same ones, or they have their own?
Well, as far as I know, this is what I've got today. NASCAR Prime, pre-race, post-race coverage, both. Daniel Trotter is a host. Corey LaJoie is an analyst. Carl Edwards would do Charlotte. Mark Martin would do Nashville. Martin Truex Jr. would do Michigan. Brad Keselowski would do the O'Reilly Series at Pocono. Jeff Gordon would do the San Diego pre-race. Race announcers: Adam Alexander, race caller; Dale Earnhardt Jr., analyst; Steve Letarte, analyst; Trevor Bain, pit reporter; Kim Coon, pit reporter; Marty Snyder, pit reporter.
I like that.
And that's the Amazon Prime list.
Not bad. Not a bad list. I like the crew that's been doing it to a
I
degree. But I thought the All-Star race, they weren't at their peak.
Right.
There were some misses in that race.
Yes.
I'm not sure what caused it. They announced once, and it may not be their fault. Excuse me. They announced that Reddick was speeding down pit road, and it was the wrong car,
Right.
and he was up near the front at the
Yes.
time. They're like, "Oh no, Reddick is speeding down,"
Right.
you know?
Right.
And they were wrong.
Right. They were wrong.
They were it just seemed a little choppy to me. I don't know.
was.
Maybe it was just the nature of being an all-star. I'm not sure. I don't think that was their best race. I think Harvick does a good job. I like him. I think who's it, LaJoy?
Yes.
Sometimes he gets a little fanboy, and he gets a little.
The other one is
Who is that guy? I
Kent
can't.
Bowyer.
But no, I'm talking about the other guy, the one that's just he's the
Oh,
guy that kind of runs it. He's kind of the MC.
Man.
Is that LaJoy or Lovejoy? What was his name?
What's his name?
Anyway, I didn't think he had.
I'll tell you his name.
I didn't think he had a great
He
call.
didn't.
I don't know what was going on. It just seemed a little choppy. And I felt like he was throwing the other two guys off. I thought Harvick did fine. I thought, I just thought the other two were a little bit. Matt Joy. Sorry, that's a love Joy. I just, to my opinion, it just seemed a little choppy to me. I'm not expecting perfection.
No,
It's NASCAR.
no.
But it just seemed to not have it. It just
It
didn't
did.
work. Maybe it was because it was the last one. I don't know. Or maybe they had too much the night before. I don't know. It just didn't seem. I didn't enjoy it as much from their perspective. I'm talking about the presentation of it.
The race was good. It was a good
The race was good.
But
I think as announcers, you got to get out of the way sometimes and not try to overspeak it or whatever. I think that they are entertainers and they are part of it, but sometimes they get in the way of the action and what's going on. It's like they're trying to cram too much in there. I'll be honest with you. I know they use him for the tech stuff, but I like Larry McReynolds. I'd like to see him featured a little more, to be honest.
I do too.
They don't feature him enough.
He is what they call the pit analyst.
Yeah.
Tells stuff about the car and.
Yeah, he does a better job sometimes than all of them do, to be honest.
Right.
Wealth of experience and all that. So, anyway.
I miss whenever it's not on Fox. I think Fox is the best announcers they are.
They do a good job.
But this track.
Send me home.
What say you, Dusty? Who do you like doing the races? What station?
T100.
Huh?
Right here, T100.3.
NASCAR. Who do you like? What do you like? What network do you like doing the races? Fox, NBC. Who else does it?
I'd probably have to go with maybe Fox, maybe.
Okay. I know you're a big Larson fan. You want him to do a good job calling the race. So are y'all making a lot of money? Y'all doing good? I look like this was giving you down the road a while ago, dude. Like, I think this whole that you haven't fed her, like she didn't get her pizza. Like, I think you've messed up, dude. Like,
I'm gonna feed her though.
It's like signing your death warrant,
She knows I'll feed her.
Well, I'm not seeing it, dude. I'm not seeing it. Desi's she got eyes rolling in the back of her head right now. It looks like something out of The Exorcist is fixing to happen on you, man. You better watch that.
She knows I'll feed her. She'll know.
He's blind as a bat in the snow, ain't he? I mean, the guy just don't know what he's doing. Desi has to lead this. Can't see the forest for the trees. Yeah, he sees the things as a good thing when they're really bad. I mean, if he was on the Titanic, he'd be talking about how they could go swimming now or something.
Right.
When women and children first, he'd be over there, trying to get them to go play some games or something.
Yeah, he would.
He'd just be like, "Oh, this is great."
Do you think they ordered? How do you think they should do the All-Star race? Do you think they order take it back to Charlotte, or do you think they order move it to other tracks?
Dusty's not in the car, so Desi's going to say, "I don't care. Take it anywhere you want." Is that the right answer, Desi?
Yeah.
All right. Dusty's back. I don't know what he was doing. He's out walking around.
I was dropping off an order.
So
I was dropping off the order.
Race be, Dusty? Where should it be at? Where should the All-Star race be?
I would have to go probably. I'm debating between like Charlotte or Daytona maybe, or Bristol.
Okay, fair enough. I dig it.
What about Rockingham or Hickory or
Yeah, that's true. Rockingham or North Wilkesboro.
That's a good.
Let's just bring them back to Boyd Speedway, Dean. We revive it. We'll have the All-Star dirt track with NASCAR driver driving.
Yeah,
that would be great. Yes. It's so sad. I went by there the other day just to see that thing sitting there like that. Bunch of dang trucks sitting around makes me mad.
Yeah.
All the history there. How sad that is. I mean, come on. We need our dirt track back. That's wrong. There's got to be some dirt around here that we can get a dirt track going.
Well, we got dirt in the house we can donate.
There's got to be some.
Do we not, Kim?
Surely around Chickamauga somewhere, there's got to be some fields out there we could make a nice dirt track on, far enough out where nobody's going to cry and complain, and have the mountain in the background. It'd be great.
Yes.
We could call it the Green Eyes track. It tie into the park and all the the cryptid and all that. Green Eyes dirt tracking. If I had a race team, that would be Green Eyes. That's what I'd go with. Green Eyes, because Terry Calhoun's got the Grinch. I would go with Green Eyes. Would that look good on the top of the car? the green eyes coming out of the forest or something. That would be cool. I could dig that, folks. If you don't know what we're talking about, you just have to be local.
Well, yes.
Thank you, Timothy, for the like. But yeah, we need to get our dirt track back down there. It's ridiculous,
I agree.
folks. On June 5th, I'm going to I-75 with my son. I don't know who else is going to go. We're going to go up and check out a Friday night race at I-75 racetrack, and looking forward to that. I think Dusty, they're going to have a show here coming up soon, but he visits racetracks all around Lancaster. So what's some of those? Atomic? What's other ones you visit up there, brother?
There's Atomic, West Kingham, Skyline, Midway. That's the only ones that I know of here in Ohio. Well, Moeller, but that's down by Cincinnati, though.
Well, that's okay. You go down there and watch the
Well, Willard's in Kentucky, though. But then there's Eldora, too.
Oh, that's a good one.
I would like to go to Eldora, though.
Not too far away.
And then Mansfield, they brought Mansfield back.
So you got a lot of opportunity to go around to different tracks and get us some interviews, video, and all that good stuff. So I like it.
Yep.
I like it. Cool. But yeah, we're gonna go down there here soon. Like I said, on 5th, and we'll try to get some stuff. We're not going with any kind of press credentials. We're just showing up, and we're gonna talk to people and whoever we can get on and do some stuff there. So it's kind of an outing for me and my son, and I did ask Kaylee. She's like, no. I said, do you want to go? You want to go see some dirt slung and hear some loud cars? She's like, no. So she didn't say a quick no. It was like, no. She gave me at least a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
So Charlotte's coming up. I gotta think that Larson wants to redeem himself at Charlotte.
Yeah.
Last year wasn't the best of the best for him on that.
But Larson lost it where he tried to do the double, 2 times in a row. He's went down. He's took this up to Larson. So,
well, I'm going with Larson for the win at Charlotte. I think he's got the right endurance, stamina, team, and all that to hold it together. I'm going with Larson for the win at Charlotte.
I got your list here, Ken. Hang on.
And Ken's going to put it, and I'm going to go with Reddick as 2. He's proved himself.
Okay.
I'm not taking him out of the top 3 until he just doesn't deserve it. So Larson, Reddick. And it's really hard on the 3rd because there's really some good teams there. It's hard to pick against Hamlin, Chase. There's several there. But I will, because he is racing so good right now, I'm going to put Hamlin 3rd. So Larson, Reddick, Hamlin, dark horse. Really did good last week. Finally putting it together a little bit. Who knows? It could be some wrecks. I'm going to go with Eric Jones for the dark horse.
Ken's got Larson, Chase Briscoe.
That's another good one.
Ross Chastain.
Dark
horse, Bowman.
He's been racing well. He has been racing well. In fact, he's racing a lot better than at least one of his teammates.
Right.
Because one of those guys is falling off the map.
Yes.
What's going on with that?
I don't know. Just like it figure out.
So what's yours, Dean?
Mine is Chase.
We knew that.
Reddick.
Oh, we did the same there.
Denny Hamlin. Dark horse, Ty Gibbs.
That's a good pick. Dean, in honor, I'm going to do this. I actually almost called it. But because you have convinced me, this is maybe the one and only time I'm going to do it. I'm going to go Chase first, too. I'm going to match you. I'm going to say I've got the exact order here, just different dark horse. I'm going to go 1 through 3, the same with you, man. I am.
Okay.
I'm going to root for Chase this week.
James picks Denny, Chase, Reddick.
Wow.
Dark horse, Bale.
We're all over it, man. The different dark horses. Awesome. Dusty, what's your picks this week for Charlotte? You want to say Larson. No, he might say.
Yeah. Larson, Elliot.
Good call.
I gotta go with Dylan, Austin Dillon.
Ooh, he did have a nice
And
run.
then
Dark horse.
oh geez, Louise. Bowman.
Okay.
Oh.
Nice. We're kind of all over it together, really. Here, I'll have to get Biscuit Boys. I'll get him to submit his online so you can see it,
Right.
and we'll have all of them in. It's going to be amazing. I'm looking forward
Oh yes.
to the race. A day of racing,
Yes.
a day of remembrance, racing, grilling out maybe. Do you grill out on that day, on Memorial Day? Dean, y'all do that on the weekend?
Me and Mom were talking about this today. We're talking about grilling out Monday.
On Monday, okay. Not on Sunday, but on Monday.
Right. It's because I got work Sunday.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, about that. Yeah, back at the old salt mine.
Oh yeah.
Who's your biggest disappointment right now in NASCAR as a driver? Who's disappointing you? And you're like, last year it was Bell for a while and Reddick. You were frustrated. Then they kind of turned it around. One of them did.
Connor's in it.
Yeah, you've mentioned that. I could see that. Yeah, Zilich is a good one.
He ain't doing nothing.
For me, it's Byron. Horrible. I mean, I thought this guy last year, he looked like the champion.
He did.
And he is just not getting it done. I don't know what's going on, man. That team can't figure it out. I mean, he's running behind, Barry is running better than him.
Yeah.
For the Wood brothers. I mean, are you kidding me? Coach says Dale Jr. No Dale Jr. Justin, who's disappointing you this year as a driver?
I would have to go the Ohio boy.
Who's the Ohio boy?
Blaney.
Blaney.
Oh.
He has slipped some
Yeah.
from what he was. I didn't know he was Ohio. I honestly didn't know that.
I did either.
I did not know he was Ohio.
Yeah, he's from Ohio.
Would know that. I didn't know that.
But what's happened to Joey? Joey hadn't done nothing either.
Yeah. Some might say Bubba. Not Dean, because Dean thinks he stinks anyway. But,
Yeah.
but they have the equipment. He should have ran better. He slipped some.
I told you he would, but no.
It's a long season.
You
The train's just getting fired up. This
like-
time last year, we were bashing Larson about where's he at. He come back and won the thing. Come on, Dean.
You don't believe a word I say about Bubba. I tell you, he ain't gonna do nothing. You say, oh yeah, guess what? He don't do nothing.
Well, he will. It's a long season, baby.
It's halfway over. The regular season's halfway over.
Well, there's still time. He get in there.
He better pick it up.
He's in the top 16 right now.
Yeah, barely by his teeth.
He's still there. Yeah, Cook, you do. You've got to pick a driver. That'd be good for us to do. Who could we suggest for Cook? He's a Dallas Cowboy fan, loves the Crimson Tide. Who would be a good fit for Cook to root for on the racetrack? He's a Southern boy. Don't pick no Yankees or West Coast. No California kids. Who would be good for him? Good Southern. Chase. Well, he's Georgia. Chase Elliott would be good. Cook. Yeah, you could go that route. I think he could. I think you could dig it on that.
Oh yeah.
Or one of them good North Carolina drivers. I mean, there's several to pick from.
You got Austin Dillon. You got William Byron. You got Ty Dillon.
No. Cook would love Hocevar.
Hocevar.
He would like Hocevar.
I think he's from California.
I know, but he would like him. But no. I think in the Billy Elliott. Well, Chase.
Don't tell everybody about
So
it.
he likes Elliott. So I guess we'll just say Chase. You need to pick Chase then.
Right.
Or get on the Bubba train.
Oh, no. Bubba Train's not going to do nothing. They're going to hit the wall. I'm trying to tell you, they're going to hit the wall.
I haven't talked.
It's okay as long as he takes out Chase when he does it.
Yeah, right.
Right now, it looks like Reddick's game anyway.
Oh, yes.
I mean, he's doing great. He finds horsepower that others don't have.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Hamlin is, yes, Cook.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
he is kin to the great Bill Elliott.
Yes, that's his boy.
I think he's liking this. Yeah, that's his boy.
Yeah.
That's his boy from over in Dawsonville. Does he? I bet he don't live in Dawsonville though, does he? Does Chase live
Yes.
somewhere? He does live there.
Yes.
They got the big Elliott compound going on.
I don't know about that, but I know he lives in
I
Dawson.
can't believe you haven't been by and at least took a picture of the gates to the
I
Elliott.
wanted to,
compound.
but we can't find it.
You couldn't find it.
Nope.
What is it hidden?
Probably.
It's like the Batmobile,
It's
the
all,
Batcave.
it's all backwoods up there. Backwoods.
Cook's on it. You got to start picking drivers too for the race.
That's right.
So Cook, you got Chase. Now that that's your guy, you got Chase. So you'll have to pick a couple of more and a dark horse each week, like all of us do.
That's right.
By the way, Cook is working, but he's still going to be a part of it. And at some point, be in the studio. We're doing a fantasy football show on Thursday night, late night, Thursday night, and we're going to start the first one this week, talking about fantasy football, and we're looking forward to that. Our fantasy football league will be highlighting it each week. Maybe we can talk Dean into taking a team and Biscuit Boy and having some fun with it. So there is a cost to get in though, Dean, because it costs money. We run ours on CBS, so $20 you're in.
I don't think.
You can draft and get your team and all that. We'll my son usually will take one, and so I won it last year. So yeah, gotta get me a trophy. Maybe Dusty will play along.
Right.
What about it, Dusty? You in for the fantasy football
I
league?
am.
Probably.
Don't wimp out here, dude. Don't wimp out. Because if you do, I'm going to get Desi to play, and I'm going to let her dog you out all year about how much fun she's having, and say you could have had a team. So, but if you don't feed her, you're going to absolutely not see the fantasy football league because you're not going to be living.
No, you're not.
She's doing all this driving. She begged you for the pizza. You didn't do it. Shame on you, young man. Shame.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. That
They don't. That ain't.
don't cut the mustard,
No,
dude.
not that way. No.
Did you see her face change? And he's like, "Sorry, I'm sorry." No change. She's like, "Oh yeah." Her brain is on spastic right now, going, "Dusty, I'll make you think sorry." He's crossed over the what is this? The old show, The Twilight Zone.
Yes.
They just passed a sign and it says, "You've just crossed into the Twilight Zone. Up ahead is a dangerous curve
That's right.
where Desi's going to open the side door and sling him out."
No, be like 007. Hit the button, eject him.
Oh, hit a button and eject him? Yeah, that'd be great. But it is his car.
Huh.
But she's driving it.
Yeah, he let her drive it. Hey, yeah, right. I would.
Folks, we didn't do we did sports. We didn't do baseball or anything. The Braves are still winning good. We'll pick up all that on the a little bit later in the sports. Yes, he's in trouble, broski. You can't teach the young man nothing. My gosh. He is.
Hey, at least my Reds won today.
Yeah, I saw that.
At least what?
The Reds won.
Oh, the Reds won? Yeah. The Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah.
Just keep losing. I love that.
Hey, we beat the Phillies twice already.
Well, I love that. I mean, do all that you can. That helps Atlanta. Cook says, "Yeah, I'll never forget the year that Lynn beat him in the Super Bowl." Yeah, memories are. I forgot she won, dude. We got to figure out year that. Well, it'll be in the system. We'll go in there and look. We'll have to highlight that. We need to. We were talking about what we would call divisions. We'll do that in honor of Lynn this year. We played and won. She was like, she was having fun. She was giving Cook a hard time. She did like some football. Boo on the red. Boo. That's what Cook says. Boo on the red. you know, the Cincinnati Reds, all them different things. Cook just says, I don't like it. You know, that's what you hear every time you say Reds. Oh, folks, it's been fun. We have been on here a couple hours. Anything else, Dean, from your side of the tracks?
No, I'm good over here.
You're good. Thanks for everybody stopping by. We'll be back on later with PNN News. Wolf Nation Sports. We'll take about an hour break and be back. We have questions. We have questions that are floating out there right now. When we come back, will Dusty still be living? Will he still be in the car? Or will he be made to sit in the back? Will Desi have gotten food yet?
I'm trying to ask her what she wants for dinner.
I mean, here's what amazes me of this. How does a DoorDasher not have food?
Yeah.
I mean, it don't make sense to me. It doesn't. The math doesn't math. How can you not have food when you're out there door dashing and going to restaurants? Does that make any sense to you, Desi?
I told you, get pizza. You don't listen, boy.
I mean, you got to read the room, dude. You got to read the room. I mean, I don't know what's your next Dasher pickup. Where are you going?
I don't know yet. I haven't had an order yet.
Okay. The order right now is for Desi.
Right.
The next order, dude, has got to be Desi.
Right.
Forget, I'll pay you $10. Go for Desi right now. Say, Desi, when we get off the air here, where do you want to go? And
She told him pizza.
Well, she did tell him she wanted that pizza too. Yeah, dude, I would make the beeline back to Little Caesars and make her happy.
No, Pizza Hut might be better.
Pizza, well, he does deserve to pay more.
Yes.
Did he ever get his money back, or did Desi hide it?
No, I would keep it.
I got my money back.
You got the money back. Well, you better unload it and make her happy.
We are at Little Caesars because that's what he got an order at.
I know. He was standing out there. All he had to do was go in.
That's right.
America heard you beg him
Sausage and
to
cheese.
get the pizza, and he didn't do it.
Hopefully
What's
they
wrong
have it ready.
That's why we call him APOP. He's got to figure this thing out.
Right.
All right, folks, we're out of here. We'll be back at around 9ish with PNN News, Patriot Nation News. We'll catch up on all the after effects of the primaries, what's being said, the Iran war, who knows what else. We'll swing it all out there in a little bit later. Wolf Nation Sports. Good night, everybody. Let's figure out a song that we can play here that we haven't played. And
Taps for Dusty.
To where I'm gonna kick his butt with my boots.
Dude, I wish I had it in here. I wish I had it in here.
Boot. Remember that song? Boots. These boots are made for walking.
Oh, these boots were made for walking. I think she would change the words to these boots are made for kicking.
Yeah.
Scooting boogie
Kicking
all over
his
the
ass.
place we're in.
I'm like kicking his ass.
He just is not perceptive enough.
He ain't.
He's got to pick up on these cues. He just does. I mean, he just doesn't pick up on them. And I don't know how to help him. I mean, it's like, a blind man could see the cues that's going on in this car right
He
now.
don't know plain English.
I mean, I don't know. We just got to pray for him. He just needs help. I mean, he's a great young man, but he just messes up. I mean, he just doesn't get it. We got to help him. God help him. We pray for him. He needs that.
He needs it.
We'll
No,
see.
she needs it, not him.
Well, yeah, she needs some help. You see that look right there?
Yeah.
She knows. But he'll hopefully. I like to say that he will, but hopefully he'll take care of it. So we'll see.
I doubt it.
If looks can speak,
May not want to.
Desi is the 1,000 looks. She gives us 1,000 looks every show,
Exorcist.
and I love it.
To an hour.
We
45
go.
minutes to an hour.
We get this witness
For anything?
Oh,
For anything?
They told me 45 minutes to an hour wait.
45 to an hour.
Oh, this ain't going good for Dusty.
Screw that.
You're already at DEFCON 5, dude. I
Take
mean,
her
come
to
on.
Burger King. Take her to the Crystal. Take her.
They don't have Crystal up there,
no.
Dean.
Take her to.
That's White Castle.
Yeah, take her to White Castle.
Crystal. Dude, you can't go Crystal, man, after she's wanted this pizza deal. I mean, what the heck is that? He's got to upgrade, man. That's a downgrade.
Take her to Subway for a pizza sub.
Well, okay, I could go with that.
The sausage pizza, they said 45 to an hour minute. They said 45 minutes to an hour.
I think he's finally realized he's in deep crap. He just didn't see it. Now it's too late.
That's what they told in there.
Oh,
For anything?
that's what they told him.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Music going up. We don't want to see it.
alligator, got my foot to the floor, cause my mind's saying more. I'm all about a last lap situation, sitting in my seat with no limitations. Got a cool reputation and a need for speed. You know what they say, I gotta win it to eat. Here we go, get out of my way. Here we go, move on, boy. Here we go, and you're in my lane. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Get in the pit, we don't have time to quit. We got 1.5 on the way, baby. Hit it, let's do it for the sponsors. Make the fans proud. Time to get back out there, let them know that we're around. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Get out of my way. Here we go, move on, boy. Here we go, and you're in my lane. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. One day you'll know my name. Until then, I'll just go by my number.
Good evening. This is your host standing by our nation's heart. We are launching Patriot Nation News, your trusted source for daily updates. Join us every weekday, 9 p.m. Eastern, only on PNN News.
Let's kick this day off right, Wolf Nation. It's time to wake up, show up. First you pray up, then you coffee up. Grab your Wolf Nation coffee and tune into the Cornbread Man Morning Show at 6 a.m. EST. Don't you dare miss it.
You're not going to want to miss what we're cooking up this month. Make sure you tune in every single Saturday morning, live right here from Wolf Nation Studio. Keep your eyes peeled for the Cornbread Man and Biscuit Boy. They're bringing the heat every week. We must find Biscuit Boy before the Lake Winnie local law enforcement officers do. I know you guys can smell his cigar. Let's go! We got nothing to tell you. Where's Biscuit Boy?
Stay low. Don't make a sound. He's getting closer. Are you kidding me? Right now?
I hear someone up there! Come out with your hands up! Where y'all headed tonight? None of your business. We're pulling cars over to check for Biscuit Boy.
Do you see him?
What you have to say about this?
The wolf knows.
Wolf Nation Coffee! Right on!